if anyone cares, I'm so fucking convinced that you can die from a broken heart. Like, so convinced.
Oh no, no, just so dramatic, so edgy. Editor, can we play some emo music? Okay, cut it already. Wow, so edgy, guys, just extremely edgy and emo stuff. Can you die from a heartbreak? No, I don't think so. But my question is, can you die from having too large of a wiener? Because if that's the case, guys, I'm in peril. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the desert. And Ampu, by the way, why is my audience looking so good today? What is happening? Is there an event that I'm missing or something? Are they going to a wedding? Why are they so good looking? Just all looking outstanding. I don't know. But gentlemen, what I know is that I got some harpies lined up just for you. So let's have a look, shall we? And then we have a short discussion and an article story. So let's get started with this one. Like and subscribe if you like wiener jokes and boobs.
I just got back from the gym and I was talking to this girl there. She's 21 and she asked
talking about boobs, guys. Editor, can you pull up the image? Nice rack on this woman. But anyway, was important to mention.
Asked me how old I was and I told her I'm 27 and this is what she did. She did this. She goes, "Oh my God, you look so good for your age." Girl, what? I fear that we have as a society have collectively lost the plot on aging, because since when is 27 old? Like, if you're in your 20s, and I mean early, mid, late 20s, you're a baby, okay? If you're in your 20s, you're a fetus. If you're in your 30s, you're a toddler. If you're in your 40s, you're a teenager. And if you're in your 50s, you're an adult. If you're in your 60s, that's its own thing. But if you're under the age of 60, you're not old. Like, you're not old. The ability to age is a privilege, okay? The ability to get older every day is a privilege. I don't know why we're all so scared of it. 30's not old. Okay, 30's not old.
So if you start being an adult at 50 and at 60 you're old, being 4,000, where does that land me? I know, guess we'll never know. Bit of a scary image, guys. Why don't we return to the
You're not old.
Good rock, very good rock, and of course single at 30. Well, that's going to be the topic of today, guys. So talking about that, let's move on to the life of a 32-year-old woman, guys. I know you've been burning with the desire. You woke up and you thought, what's it like to be a 32-year-old single woman? Well, here you are, guys.
Welcome to the day in the life of a 32-year-old woman decentering men. I went to my favourite shop, which I can't actually pronounce the name of. I always get it wrong, but it's so cute. They've got loads of like crafty bits and bobs. I then decided to have a little look in TK Maxx, and honestly the homeware section is just elite. Like, I got some really cute things. I went to Waterstones to have a look at some books. I then decided to get myself an ice cream because why not? Life is too short, and it was so good. I then went and bought myself a face mask because, you know, you've just got to do it when you're in Primark. I got this cute cherry one, then took a little selfie. I then came home and my dog was just so happy to see me. His name is actually Happy, and he is the only man I will centre in my life. Oh, look.
Oh, wow. So empowering. So empowering, guys. The dog is the only man. Now, technically, he's not a man. He's a male. But anyway, yeah, it's the only male in her life. I'm even surprised she will allow a male dog with a wiener around her. But apparently, she's one of the milder, toxic, radical feminists. You know, and are you burning with desire watching this, guys? Are you like, oh, wow, her life is so interesting. I'm so, you know, jealous of her life. I know you are.
Look how cute he is. So I just wanted to show you the two cute things I got from TK Maxx. Oh, look! I got this beautiful cup and saucer. It's like pinky green.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely gorgeous. I love...
Are you impressed, gentlemen?
drinking tea, and I love romanticising my life. So when I saw this, I was like, I've got to get it. I don't need any more cups, but it's so beautiful, so... And then the next thing I bought was this gorgeous little butter dish. Look, it matches my nails. Oh.
Oh, wow. You know, the 2-year-old neighbor I have has one just like it.
I just saw it and I thought, for $5.99, it's got to be bought. Like, I love romanticising things, and my entire flat's all pink and cute, and I just thought, this butter dish has to come home with me. So, yeah, I absolutely love it.
Oh, sorry guys, did it end? Sorry, I was falling asleep. Well, isn't it exciting, guys, this woman's life? So exciting, so colorful. She went to the shop and she read some books and bought some junk. Wow. Decentering men, eh? That's the key to success, guys. But talking about decentering men, let's move on to something a bit more meaningful, guys. I've been messing around for 6 minutes. Let's move on to actually a more important topic, the topic of divorce. As we have this granny over here with a lesbian haircut that is going to explain to us a bit about divorce, and we'll have a conversation about it.
So I'm 55, and I just left my husband of 28 years, and I should have left him 20 years ago. And I'm here to say that the minute you think it's time to leave, leave. Don't let it go 20 years. Don't let it go 20 years. Don't let it go 20 years.
Now the minute, I think a minute is too much. I think it should be the second you feel like letting go. You're already calling your lawyer for the divorce papers, right? I think a minute of thinking it through is too much, you know, like this whole marriage thing. We've spent 20 years together. I think a minute is too much of an investment. I think that women, guys, again, the millisecond they don't feel right about something, they should just nuke the relationship, right? I think that's the right and balanced approach, if you ask me. And then women wonder, guys, why men don't want to get married anymore. Well, because it's just a bad contract, right? It's like, no matter how attractive a woman is, this whole contract of marriage is just the biggest scam that you can have in your life, right? I can't think of a bigger scam. Even the Nigerian prince isn't as big of a scam, right, as marriage is. And this is how most women behave nowadays, right? They'll balance like your whole life, your savings, your kids together, you bought a place together, you have mortgage and this and that, and emotionally invested, your heart, your mind, all of that depends on a woman's feelings. Okay, does that sound like a safe option? Now, something that I was thinking these days, guys, about marriage. I was thinking about a story from the Bible, actually, about Jacob. And if you remember, he worked 7 years for Rachel, but they tricked him, and he got Leah instead, right? So he realized the very next day, and take a look at their approach, guys. It's so interesting because after Jacob realized that he's been tricked, he still stayed in that marriage, right? And so did Leah. So Jacob could have just said, oh no, you tricked me, I didn't work for this is a scam, this is not right. He could have dipped out, but he didn't, because that's how much people respected marriage in the past, that even if you got tricked into it, well, technically you're married, you gotta stick to your vows, you gotta stick to this. That's it. He didn't love her. He got 7 years of his life wasted working for nothing, and he still stayed true to the vows. Now think about Leah as well. Yes, she was the perpetrator of this. She decided to trick Jacob, but still, she could have said, well, things don't work out. This man doesn't love me. While this man is with me, he's working to get my sister, Rachel. He just doesn't love me. I'm not feeling good. She could have dipped as well, but she didn't. Hey, you got into it. You figure it out. That's the approach that people used to have in the past about marriage, right? Even if you make the biggest mistake, sorry, you're married. And that's how it fucking should be. Oh, but it doesn't sound like butterflies and rainbows. Well, life itself is not about butterflies and rainbows. You know, stick to it, you morons. Stop talking mostly about women. Because, again, go back to Leah. She was in a marriage with a man who didn't love her, and she still stayed there. It's over. You got married. You said the vows. Deal with the cards you have. You know, you make it work. You figure it out. Now, that's the approach that people should have. Oh, but Hidan, what if the marriage is bad? Well, you can get separated. But that means that you're never going to get married again, and you're never going to have sex with someone again. That's it. That's the two options you have. Once you get married, you either stay married or you separate, which means this relationship is so bad and so hurtful and so tiresome that I'd rather stay alone for the rest of my life and die alone than be with this person. Those are the two options. Alright? Oh, but Hidan, that doesn't sound fun. Well, again, if we want to pretend like marriage even exists or is a thing, I think we should pay some importance to it, you know, and not get divorced for whatever reason. Oh, I don't feel happy, divorce. I don't feel happy, divorce. I kind of feel happy, but I could be more happy because the grass is greener somewhere else, divorce. You know? And then, again, people are wondering, guys, why men don't want to get married. I tell you what, if women had this approach, the ride or die type of approach, the approach of once I marry you, I'm sticking till the last. If women had this approach, men will dismiss and disregard so many problems, so many red flags. Men will walk through so many problems and still decide to get married because, hey, at least I know you're not going to betray me, right? Yes, problems will arise. Maybe you're someone who's very hard to deal with. A lot of men won't care. If you as a woman can promise me that you're not going to betray me, a lot of men will give it a go, you know? But women can't promise that. Women can't promise anything, in fact. The only thing that women can promise is that the moment they don't feel happy or good for whatever reason, it could be because they are imbalanced bitches. It couldn't even be because of you. But that's their promise. The minute they feel bad, you won't see their ass again. And they'll be shaking up with the guy next door in a matter of days. Right? That's the only thing that women can promise. Well, go to hell. Men are not going to get married, alright? The few men that still get married and risk it are going to prove to the men who don't get married why they made the right decision. Yeah? Because, again, guys, go back to the Bible example. That's how marriage should be. Once you make it, it's done, it's over. Figure it out. Figure it out, man. You know, fight for it. But stop with this whole no-fault divorce. Probably one of the worst things that has happened to society, and it will have colossal effects that are probably going to bring the downfall of society and put us all in a dystopic, apocalyptic scenario. But you don't trust me? You just wait and see. It's going to take 1 or 2 generations more. But anyway, gentlemen, that's my 2 cents on marriage. If we even want to pretend like it means something, we might as well stick to the vows, right? Instead of as this stupid woman over here, oh, the minute you feel bad, get out. Okay, you happy. Okay, you know what, guys? Just don't marry them. Leave them rot and being alone. Just don't marry them. They're so insufferable. My hell. But guys, enough about the serious topic. Let me know what you think about that. But now let's move on to something a bit more fun and relaxing, right? And then we'll move on to article story. Let's check on my hypothetical daughter, guys. I make music for girls who are also kind of boys. What? Let's hear it. That's the crappiest music I've heard in my life. That's absolutely horrible, guys. And you know what else is horrible? This woman's tattoos. Editor, can I get a full picture? So she also has one on the leg. Oh wow, it's a sunflower. Oh, so special, guys. Wow, a sunflower. I swear, people who make these tattoos, I think they got the ideas from like a Google randomizer or something, like ChatGPT. Name one object, but sunflower. Okay, I'm gonna tattoo that on my ass. That's how they get the tattoos. I have a sausage here on my ankle. I'm gonna tattoo a butterfly on my back. I'm gonna tattoo a ficus on my left arm, a sunflower. Such bullshit, and she has like 27 of them more on her hands. Just what a way to ruin a body. But anyway, what does it even mean? I make music for girls who are also kind of boys? Now, if this person is transgender, guys, I'm gonna lose it. I've been simping for this woman for like 3 months, but I don't think she's a transgender, right? I'm an FBI agent. I'm a federal boob inspector agent, so I've seen them. You know, they seem natural. I don't think this woman is a transgender. Just phrase a bit weird. But anyway, not gifted in the musical aspect, right? If you ask me. But now, guys, let's again move to something a bit more meaningful than this woman's crappy music. Let's move on to Girlfriend Doesn't Do Anything For Me by Cautious Budget. Well, you should be cautious. Been dating my girlfriend for almost 6 months now. She and I are both 24 years old and going to college. To keep it short and simple, I'm in an unsure position. I'm not too sure if I'm being taken advantage of or if it's just her being herself. I have spent a lot of money taking her out. I see her often and I take her to dine at nice restaurants. We obviously spend time together outside of spending money, but it is frequent where I'm dishing out well over $100 for a meal. We've never split the bill and she hasn't paid once. As a man, I obviously expect to pay. Well, he means as a man I'm expected to pay, but the gesture will be nice. I buy her flowers almost every time I see her, or I'll bring food for her and her family. I'm not rich either. By the way, guys, before we continue, most men will do this. Alright, for all the women who are like, where are the good men? It's all players. No, you bastard. The world is filled with men like this, who, notice how this woman isn't providing anything at all. She probably is just pretty and this guy is already doing all of this for her. Again, guys, if you have a pretty woman who is also loyal and pleasant to be around, men are willing to do all this shit and more. All of this and more. You don't even have to ask them. And this is the majority of men. This is why I'm so sick of these women always crying about where are the good men. If you were to stop getting absolutely blasted from the behind by all the bad boys, you will maybe find these men. You know, just stop sucking on Suck's wiener for 5 minutes and you'll be able to see them. But anyway, I continue. I'm not rich either. I'm a college student with 2 jobs. I feel underappreciated and I'm not sure what to do. Is it wrong that I don't feel love after this amount of time? I don't feel like the effort and affection is reciprocated. Yeah, dump her ass. Not because she's not paying, but because she's not providing anything. Dump her ass. You don't need to find more. I'm usually, guys, very much against certain fast, harsh decisions. But in this case, if 6 months have passed and you're wasting all this money on her, and you cannot think of one thing that she does for you, again, it's not about the money. It's not about, oh, he done. What do you think? She should be paying for the dates too? No, I'm just thinking something, you know? Like, if you really feel like she's not doing anything, yeah, she probably doesn't care and she's making use of you. But anyway, let's read some of the comments, guys. First one here. Have you tried talking to her about it? She may just assume that you're fine doing all of these things as you haven't expressed that you aren't. It's not about... This guy doesn't get it. It's not about whether the man is fine doing this or not. He clearly is fine and is not doing it out of obligation. The point is not him. The point is her. Why isn't she doing anything? Another one here. 24 female. Answer is simple. Ask if she just wants to hang out and have a home-cooked meal one night. Her reaction will tell you everything. I very much agree with this comment much more. I think this woman is giving some good advice, and it's not only don't invite her to a restaurant, but tell her, hey, how about you make dinner tonight, and see how she reacts. Yeah, right? Don't cut it straight away, but do this. If she is willing to make dinner, which she should, because you've probably spent well over $2,000 on her in these 6 months. If she says, you know what, I've got time, I want to do something nice for him, and she makes you dinner, fantastic. You know, it was a miscommunication. If she, however, doesn't want to do it because I'm not your mother and all this bullshit, yeah, she's just a feminist making use of you. So I very much like this comment. Let's read a few more, guys. If you don't feel loved and you feel underappreciated, it sounds like it's time to go. Another one, it's 2025. Women have careers and salaries as well. Yeah, they're so empowered, guys. It's completely fair to split date costs for at least some of the dates. Well, you'd be surprised about how many women want to stick to that. So don't believe you are expected to always pay. If you feel your efforts are not matched in other ways than money, then the relationship is not healthy, then maybe either have a serious discussion with her or reevaluate whether or not you want to be with this person. Well, what do you think, guys? Let me know what you think about this article. My advice is don't allow women to use you guys. Women always have to provide back. No, not money. In fact, as you well know, men don't give a shit about money and who pays and who doesn't. But does she provide back? Does she do things for you? You know? And being attractive and giving you sex, those are not things that she's doing for you. Okay? I hope that's clear. But gentlemen, thank you for watching. Leave me your comments down below. Well, we did everything in this episode, guys. Boobs, women over 40, divorced women, women with racks, gold diggers, just everything. So like and subscribe if you enjoy all of that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.